Hey guys, my name is Morgan and welcome to today's video. First things first, you guys are probably thinking, what the hell are you wearing? And that's just because it's cold. I do actually have a white shirt underneath, so it's all good. We're keeping the streak going. It's just extremely cold, so I don't really too particularly want to get sick, so I'm gonna have to just deal with the hoodie for today's video. But exciting times. I have 200 green frilly lettuce, and I'm going to be planting out this bed because each bed can hold around, I think it's like 230 220 seedlings. And because lettuce doesn't need a lot of space, I can actually, you know, pack them in quite well. So yeah, I'm going to be adding some of my 27-17-31 fertilizer on top. It's basically just going to be like a sprinkle on top. I don't really need a lot of fertilizer because lettuce it's not a heavy eater. It doesn't need a lot of like food. There is a layer of compost. This ground is nothing's been growing here for a long time, so the ground is pretty nutrient rich, especially with the compost on top as well. So I'm going to spread some of my granular fertilizer. I'm going to make my holes, and then we can get down to planting some seedlings. So it's basically going to be like I'm feeding some chickens. I'm just going to sprinkle some on like that. I'm going to give a generous dose, but not really overdoing it. I don't really need to have that much, but I want to make sure that there is some good food in this bed, just in case the ground is a little bit low on nutrients because nothing's been growing here for a while. So, you know, just in case. Just check at these seedlings. They're absolutely gorgeous. There we go. That is one seedling. I'm very glad that they don't have multiple seeds per cell. There's just one in each cell, so I don't have to do any thinning out. So I'm going to show you guys how I plant these in this bed now. You guys will probably remember in my other videos where I explain how I transplant my seedlings, I actually water the ground first before I transplant. Now I'm not going to do that with this bed because the ground is actually still a bit moist, and I'll probably give them a little water maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, no, maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening. So yeah, I'm going to get to planting some of these seedlings. So first things first, I need to come along and make my little holes, and I'm going to space them around, I think it's 15 centimeters, so not too far apart but also not too close. So I'm going to make my holes, and this is actually a pretty important tip that I'd like to share with you guys. When you have your seedlings out of the ground, you haven't transplanted them yet, all of these older leaves, all of these ones that are already starting to kind of die off and they're going a little bit brown, pale as well. This one's almost white, there's like no green in there. Throw them away. Get rid of any broken leaves, any leaves that don't look any good, because all that's going to do is attract slugs. So now that our seedling is looking all nice and healthy, all the leaves that are dying are off, it's time to come in and literally just push it in the ground. That's all. I'm not going to be covering around the plant. I'll let nature take its part and do that for me. That's also going to help when I water. Some of the water might just trail in and be focused a little bit more towards the roots. So that is all that I do when transplanting. So let's get the rest of these done. Well, check it out, we've got the first row done. Wow, looks absolutely amazing. Imagine this whole bed filled with all of those lettuce seedlings. Wow, it looks absolutely amazing. It looks like there's actually a bit of a storm on the way. If you look up over there, it looks a bit dark. So I'm hoping that we can have some rain. And if we do, I'm hoping I can finish this before the rain. So we'll see how it goes. But that's the first row done, time to carry on. Right, so I've got all of my seedlings in. There's 200 seedlings in here, exactly 200. So yeah, first thing I want to say is I'm not happy with the quality of the seedlings that I received. Some of them looked like this. There was a whole bunch of leaves broken off, and most of them I needed to remove all kinds of broken leaves. Some of them had half of the root structure missing. So yeah, they should make it. I really hope so. But yeah, I'm not happy with how it looks. I'm glad I've got them in, and you know, they settled instead of sitting in the packet for any longer. But yeah, I'm not really too happy with it, but this is what it looks like. Let me show you. Notice this little patch down over here. That's literally just because the bed is like, it can hold more than 200 and I only have 200 seedlings. So after I made the holes for the whole bed, I've finished planting and there's a little gap over there. So that's all perfectly fine. I'll fill that in at a later stage. But yeah, that's the finished product, and naturally they will look a little sad, they will look a little droopy and down because of transplant shock and because they're in like a new environment, but they will pick up and hopefully eventually they should look like this. So these are some loose leaf lettuce seedlings that I planted probably around 3-4 weeks ago, and they looked exactly like the ones up top there, and now you can see they are standing up, they're nice and firm, they're looking nice and deep in their color. So yeah, hopefully those ones will do the same, despite some of them not having a lot of leaves or a lot of roots. I'm hoping that eventually they should come out something like this. And what I am going to do as well is I am going to come over and give a little bit of a water, because the ground is pretty moist, but the seedlings itself, the seedlings root ball was a little bit dried out. So I don't want to risk waiting any longer, so I'm going to come and give just a quick little water just to help them settle in nicely and help that their roots are not too dry. Apologies for all the wind, I don't understand where the storm is coming from now. But yeah, let me get a little bit of water on here and then we should be all done. Alright, so everything is watered, everything's nice and comfortable. And that's also going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoy watching a little bit of some transplanting. There wasn't a lot of footage because there wasn't really much going on, but yeah, this is going to be the end of today's video. Stay tuned to my Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Morgan in the Garden. I'll be posting all kinds of update videos and update photos, just to keep you guys updated with all kinds of things that happen around on this side, and especially with the lettuce that I've just transplanted in. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and until next time, have a wonderful day and stay active in the garden.